guys, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling Pulse alongside my partners Robert and Ryan. I am J-Man. God damn it. On this edition of the Pulse, we're getting you guys our WWE Payback 2015 review, just getting off the air on the WWE Network. Yeah, pretty stock here. I am in it, okay? I am in this.
In their, like, swimwear?
As they say.
The kids.
The kids.
As the kids say. Let's be professional here. So, not really too much out of this evening. Had a pretty good start to the show. Kind of fizzled away towards the latter part of the evening. On the pre-show, we had it announced that the vacated Intercontinental Championship, vacated by the one and only Daniel Bryan, will be defended, will be decided, can't be defended because no one has it, at the Elimination Chamber.
That's old news.
2 weeks. It was not old news.
Yeah, it's already been online.
It was not announced until this evening.
It's already been online.
It's already online. I went online on Yahoo.
No.
They said that the Shields get back together.
On Wikipedia, under Elimination Chamber, it said that.
God damn it.
Oh, you know what I should have done?
What?
I should have had a milk cocktail during this video.
Could I have had a suckle of it if you had one?
Yes. Anyway.
So it was officially announced by the World Wrestling Entertainment. That sounds
God!
Fucking
Good job, Bret Hart.
That sounded.
This is official now.
I almost fucked up and said Federation.
Yeah, I know.
Wish I could have.
World Wrestling Federation Entertainment.
Take the F out.
So it's official that the Intercontinental title will be decided at the Elimination Chamber in 2 weeks, Corpus Christi, Texas. Extra match added to the pre-show. On top of the match already announced for the pre-show, we had Stardust going up against R-Truth. Yep, it happened.
How good was it?
I think R-Truth won. I didn't even circle a winner. I don't even remember. I literally don't remember. All I remember is that me and Ryan wanted to form a tag team between Stardust and R-Truth, and it would be Stardust and either Black Dust or what was the other one?
Black Ash.
Black Ash. Ash Dust. So that was happening, and we got Robert and Kristen to believe that actually happened.
No, I didn't.
Because they weren't here
that
yet.
they formed a team and just Stardust and Black Dust. So that happened here this evening. New tag team formed there. Something happened. I literally can't even remember. The official pre-show match here, going back to 7 for this one, I guess. We had the Ascension going up against Axelmania, Curtis Axel. I almost wanted to say asshole. I almost said asshole. Every time I want to say purple asshole. And Damian Sandow.
You mean the Road Warriors versus the Mega Powers?
Yeah, that's how they build it.
Macho Mandow is his name. Axelmania. Yeah, it was just. I don't even. You really couldn't call it a match when it's only like a minute and a half long. But
you could call it a match.
I just picture like Pat Patterson and just like some old people backstage just being like, "Oh man, that was a good one. That's a good match right there."
I think everybody.
I'm glad they put that on.
Everybody did a move, and then
that is the worst Pat Patterson
Ascension
I've ever heard in my life.
I can't remember how, dude. You know,
he doesn't sound like that.
Doesn't matter. I was
Pat
trying
Patterson
to sound.
doesn't
I was
garble.
trying to sound old and
when
vintage.
Patterson is pulling up the rear, he does sound like that. So
It's fucking racist, Robert. God.
How's that racist? He's pulling up the
Maybe
rear.
we mentioned how fucking racist Robert was this evening.
Whatever.
He was putting what did he say in that one video? He was racism at its best.
We're all about niceism here.
Yeah.
Since when?
Well,
Hashtag
obviously all about
niceism.
stealing linesism.
Oh, okay. This was the great matchism.
You jizzed during
Yeah.
this?
Jizzle?
You jizzed him a little bit during this?
Jizzle?
Who fucking won?
Ascension.
Okay, whatever.
All right. Now we can get
First match
on
on the official show.
That was actually longer than the match was.
We were done with it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
First match on the official show, we had Dolph Ziggler going up against Sheamus.
Is this me? Okay. So, okay.
So unprofessional.
I know, right? I was making sure I knew my match. Yeah, no, I didn't get to catch the last pay-per-view, so I don't know how good that one was, but...
Terrible.
Okay. All right. Well, this wasn't too bad. I mean, they both these guys know how to work, go out there, put on a decent match, did a couple cool things. Ziggler had his moment where he was like, you're gonna get a taste of this arse. And he wiped it all over Sheamus's face.
Yep.
And Sheamus was not feeling it. And then there was a headbutt thing sequence. I guess it's just one headbutt. Probably not a sequence, just one.
There was one.
And busted. Ziggler completely was busted open.
Yep.
Really busted, bleeding a lot. And there's blood all over the ring, and it was very violent looking. Like, if you would have chimed in at that moment, it would have looked like a massacre in there. But the match itself was
chimed in?
Chimed in?
Does that mean, catching on at that time? That means chimed in?
Yeah. If you would have just been like, hey, oh God, why is he bleeding so bad? Massacre. Better start this match at the beginning, see what happened.
Why do people watch us anymore?
I don't know. But anyway, the match was it was all right. I mean, they, like I said, they can work. These guys were cool. But the thing about this, what it was just like the big spot at the end with, I guess it wasn't really a big spot, but just where he was just bleeding a lot. That's the notable thing about this is it's the most blood I've seen.
And we kept saying that it would have been great if Dolph would have had a comeback.
Yeah.
With that just busted up ass face and have that because Dolph's so great with his comebacks and the baby face way that he is, that would be pretty
But he
sweet.
was bleeding, so they ended again.
Yeah, I can't really think of another time someone had been bloodied up that bad in a match in a while.
Ric Flair, probably.
It's been a while. But yeah, Sheamus getting the win in that matchup there. Did we also make mention that we were wondering where else he has hair braided at on his body?
Oh, Sheamus?
Yeah.
I think we came up with that he has
he grew out the line of hair on his taint and just has just right up to his asshole. Just beat it all the way down.
I think and if you guys agree, you can put a little comment in the section below. That I feel like Sheamus looks like he is like an underlord for like Atlantis,
Wouldn't it be Underworld Lord?
It would be like Underwater Lord.
I don't think Underlord is the right word.
He looks like he's
Poseidon's
the king of
He looks
like
like
Atlantis.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Just ended with
The
that.
king of Atlantis, I think, already is like Poseidon, isn't it?
It doesn't matter, guy. He looks like a guy who lives in the ocean and fucking the fish don't do shit.
He looks
for him.
he kind of looks like he
An
lives.
ass.
He kind of looks like he lives in Asgard. He looks like he could be an Asgardian. No, none of that.
Is it Lord of the Rings?
Get your fist out of my way. I'm trying to talk to my friend over here. He looks like an Asgardian, though.
I was T-Bone it.
Don't do that. Was it fucking 2012?
But yes, so
T-Bone does.
decent match, a lot of blood. Sheamus won actually.
Yeah, he did.
So
Him
it was
and
clean though. He
Him
doesn't.
and his just beat it up taint. Next matchup, we had a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Titles. We had champions the New
Day.
Had to do it
Sucks.
for the New Day guy over here. Who the fuck was it in this? Was it Big E and Kofi?
Yep.
It was Big E and
Big E and
Kofi.
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 Going up against the Cesaro and Tyson Kid. All of us definitely looking forward to this. Like Ryan said, he wasn't able to be over for Extreme Rules last month. But me and Robert got to witness, and Kristen as well. She's here. Cole's here too. Got to witness that taking a suck on my orange drink. It's my orange drink over here. Got to witness that good tag match from Extreme Rules last month with these same 2 tag teams, and we're definitely looking forward to this. 2 out of 3 falls
Was it
added
really
to
last
it.
month or was it 2 weeks ago?
Whatever, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago.
whatever the fuck it was.
It was this month, not last month.
You're done talking. We're such a fucking dick. We're just dicks.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not a dick.
No, you're a dick.
Sometimes.
Jesus. Yes, so we're looking forward to this one. It definitely delivered. Definitely one of the best matches of the night. I would probably say, will we say best match of the night? Maybe?
Yeah.
I would say best match of the night. Yeah, this was some good stuff. Again, following the footsteps of what they did at Extreme Rules, These guys just have good chemistry. They work well together. Loving Cesaro and Kid's face run. New Day. Ryan's all about it. Leaves a little bit to be desired for me. But as far as the work goes in the ring, good stuff. And it's funny. I had to give props for the celebration with the fucking milk in the wine glasses. That was pretty fucking hilarious. So yeah, running with it. They were trying to make it the face thing. Didn't work, so they just flip it on them. So they're definitely going that route. But yeah, good stuff here. Cesaro and Kid looking great together. They did it to where they got the short first pin. Carried out for a little bit for the second fall. First one went to Kid and Cesaro with the Kings. Big swing kick finish that the Kings Wrestling did. They've taken it over for Kid and Cesaro, and then New Day getting the second pinfall, and then switching it up. I think they had Xavier Woods come in, pretended to be Kofi or whatever, and get the pin to retain the titles for the New Day. Looking like another thing that's going to be continued. We were mentioning, throwing some other tag teams. They also mentioned another one that was announced that we are finally getting a tag team elimination chamber match. Been looking forward to that for a very long time. I thought it was easily doable. You have enough space in there for the pods. We thought it would be hilarious if you threw all three members of the New Day into one pod and they're just all squished in there. I think, and just all jacked up, all excited and shit. I think that'd be hilarious.
Drinking the milk.
So yeah, drinking the milk. Yeah, that should be some great stuff going on in Chamber in 2 weeks. Having a lot of quality teams they could probably have in there. But New Day getting the win. Another solid tag match, as we said. The match tonight on this show, as it was at Extreme Rules. So continuing the hot streak of the good tag quality that we've seen in the tag division lately, with just a ton of talent, really going on, and a good. Solid matchup here with New Day and Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. The New Day retaining the tag titles in that 2 to 3 falls matchup. Next matchup, we had Bray Wyatt going up against Ryback.
Wasn't definitely looking forward to this. I think Bray Wyatt needs to be in higher profile matches than a Ryback. Obviously, the crowd's hot for Ryback. We're trying to do something with that. Really wasn't nothing too special. Couple spots where Ryback did a jackknife powerbomb on Bray Wyatt. It was kind of interesting. And then Ryback did a clothesline Wyatt off to the ringside. Again, nothing too special. Bray Wyatt finally getting a win here. He hasn't got a win in a while. In any of these feuds he's been in, he's been kind of getting overlooked. So I don't know if this is kind of a one and done for these two, or if they're going to continue it. Hopefully they don't continue it. But Bray Wyatt getting the win there.
One thing I have to mention, the video package on this for this matchup was fucking sweet with the song they used as far as Bray Wyatt's part of this promo package. That was fucking awesome. The production of Bray Wyatt's character as far as it goes with the video and the vignettes and stuff.
It's always been
always on point and always has been on point, and that was fucking awesome.
Will be.
It's like his name, when his name pops up when he goes
up. That was tight with the little fireflies that come into his name. They've been doing that as of late. They did it for The Undertaker the last couple of years. They have that specialty type of nameplate. So definitely doing that, making it a specialty, the mystique of his character and everything. They're continuing with that, but definitely love that song that they use in that. But this is just god-awful for a fucking feud for a Bray Wyatt. Ryan, you've had all night to think of it, what is Ryback's favorite band? Or who is, I should say.
Who is
Ryback's favorite band?
I don't really have...
I had two in mind.
I feel like he's not a heavy metal-headed kind of guy.
I do. I'm on that side.
I'm saying Toby Keith.
I'm going smooth R&B 90s.
I'm saying it's a toss-up between Five Finger Death Punch or Godsmack. I'm just saying. I'm saying that right now.
Waterfall.
Tell B Daddy J to tweet him.
We'll have to tweet Mr. Back.
Mr. Back.
And we'll have to see who his favorite band is. Another one that we mentioned, we just thought he went to Napa or Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Right.
And maybe just put on his iPhone and just taped like 4 hours then working on just different cars.
Yeah, just like an auto parts store, just like them working on cars.
The noise of just an auto parts store.
Just like a lumberjack cutting down trees.
And he probably just people
just sounds of him stroking, like people stroking their beard.
Just the sound of
the birds chirping.
Sound of people cutting grass or fishing. Or just shooting.
Calms him down, but also makes him angry.
But at the same
That's
time,
how it works out too.
At the same time, it all calms him down. So also the sound of macaroni and cheese being churned.
I feel like where all of this started, where we just pick on wrestlers, when the matches aren't good and
When
there's
there's-
nothing else to talk about. You know where this started?
You tell me where this starts. And
This
this
started.
John Cena?
No. I can't. The first time I can think of where we really got onto a guy and just made fun of him was Jesse Sorensen for his mom looking like a crack whore.
How do you remember that?
I just remember being like the one we just like talked about it a
What
lot.
TNA show? God, I don't even know. That had to be like 3 years or so ago. She looked like a straight crack whore. And I remember you were defending. You were trying to like come on now. Or who was it? Somebody was
It wasn't
like
me. I thought she looked like a crack
yeah,
whore.
she looked straight up like they showed her teeth like just straight like teeth all fucked up. Looked like she probably still had syringes inside of her fucking arm.
Yeah.
And then he just went on to like get paralyzed. So it's probably because his mom is a crackhead. That's why he's not. We are terrible fucking people. But it's so true.
It's funny though.
Next match up, we had the John Cena May I Quit match for the United States Championship between champion John Cena and Rusev. We had Lana come out with Rusev this evening, as Ryan mentioned, which is spot on to exactly what they're doing. It's just Mark Mero and Sable, because it's exactly how they're treating the situation. You know, Rusev doesn't want the attention to Lana, doesn't want
Wait. How many fans out there know who Mark Mero and Sable are?
They're probably
A
some
few,
out there.
yeah.
I would think people online watching reviews of wrestling shows.
What was
I
his
bet they
name
probably-
before he was Martin? Johnny Five?
Johnny B. Bad.
Johnny B. Bad.
Look at
Johnny
Robert!
Five. Listen, Johnny
Johnny
Five.
Five?
Hey, well, I gotta give Robert props because we were trying to figure out who the very first Cruiserweight
He had
champion
it.
was. He
Right
guessed
off
it on the
bat.
first try.
I thought about it and I had it right too, but he had it. Billy Kidman, first WWE inside WWE terms Cruiserweight champion.
Good
Robert
call.
had it. He
Good
nailed
call.
it. Yeah, so probably 3 months down the road we'll be seeing Lana with some hand painted tits and
Not in 2015.
They might not know that reference.
no, they probably won't. But yeah, this was terrible. So it's like we said in the preview, like Robert said in his history of the I Quit match. Go check that out on Robert Sports Show 7. Which one? Whoa, what's up, Trip? What is is this real? Is this happening right now? Okay, oh man, this is too much material here.
I was like, what the hell? Where's that coming from?
Ladies and gentlemen,
That wasn't planned.
is this finally the realization that he actually is Brock?
Wants to fuck Triple H?
Is Brock Lesnar getting a call from the authorities? Is this gonna happen?
He's coming back.
It was Stephanie.
Steph called?
She was texting
Late
me.
night booty call to Steph?
Yeah.
Or
Shh, don't tell Trav.
or your wife? I mean, that probably would be the important one, maybe. My aunt, so she probably wouldn't be too
It'd
happy.
be sad.
So that happened. Thanks for that material. We didn't need any more. If we needed any more ammunition. So yeah, this happened. It was an I Quit match with John Cena in it, so we pretty much knew exactly what was going to happen. You had the teased finish. You had a bunch of just absolutely horrendous outside spots.
God, they were bad.
The spots out towards the entranceway where they had that. Where they spent like at least like 7 minutes by this one shitty ass table, and like John Cena hit him with like a laptop and did a shitty backdrop through it or a power slant, whatever the fuck it was. Terrible. Went to the stage and they did the FU with the pyro explosion and just and then they went back in the ring and were like, oh, let's go ahead and just channel Rumble 07 and just go Umaga Cena up in this bitch and have Rusev take off the top turnbuckle and go to hit him with it and miss and sweep the leg and go to the STF, the exact finish to the fucking Rumble 07 with Umaga
He didn't
Cena.
choke him though.
He didn't choke him.
Put
He
him over
it
his
around his
mouth,
like
his nose
nose,
and eyes.
and then he was like, stop doing his whole Russian fucking spiel or whatever.
He's quitting the match. Yeah, I can't do accents. It's a real.
But yet you keep continuing to try.
Listen, bitch. I want to get better. Encourage your friend, you shithead.
You're
God.
right.
Anyway,
I should encourage.
would you like to talk about this match, Robert?
So I wasn't done.
He wasn't done yet.
Oh,
So
you got a shit still.
So-
you got more shitting to do.
fuck. My shits are not out yet. So obviously finishing this matchup with that we predicted at least probably 45 seconds before it fucking happened. Before he took the turnbuckle off and we had the whole finish set up and it was done because it already happened. We had shades of possibly having seen a pass out, which we mentioned in an I Quit match, so we actually haven't seen that much, seeing just somebody pass out, not even quit or whatever the case may be. But going into the predictable finish with the STF and the top turnbuckle and Lana coming in and quitting for Rusev, which again a predictable spot. Not shitting on Rusev in that realm of thought, not having him say I quit, but having Lana come in and say I quit, which sets up down the road the Lana Rusev bullshit, which will continue. So that happened. This was massively predictable as far as how this match was going to go. John Cena and I quit match is like Michael Jordan versus just a retarded monkey. Like it's gonna happen every single time. It's like the credo is on every single fucking shirt for the last 7 years. This fucking guy is not gonna go out there and say I quit in any sort of I quit match. I mean, it's ridiculous to continue to have these fucking matches with the John Cena, not with anybody else, but with the John Cena, it's just retarded. But Cena continuing as U.S. champion. Love that because, as we are all unanimous about, which is that we love the U.S. Open challenges. It's the highlight of every single Raw, and that's just without a doubt. It's great. It just produces fresh things, fresh matchups that you're never going to see with the John Cena, and it's so something different, and it's what you get. It's what we said, as we said in the preview. It's what we said going in, to WrestleMania. The idea of John Cena, taking the U.S. Championship. It's to produce some fresh John Cena matches that we are not going to be able to see in any other way with, unless you do this mid-card thing with him. So
I'd love to see him do a chamber, but I guess they'll probably continue this feud.
Yeah. Already having 2 chambers announced. I doubt they'll probably do any other ones.
How the hell can they continue this?
Well, I don't know. I didn't think I thought maybe they would have just Cena come out there and just be call somebody out, just hey. Challenge, let's do it. But
you mean not a chamber match? You just meant at chamber.
At chamber. At chamber, have the open challenge.
Yeah, I can see that.
I say a 4th match to Rusev. I mean, we can take
you?
No, I really don't.
Yeah,
we could take Lana, put her in a cage, hang her above the ring.
Well, back to the 80s on this.
Whoever wins the match gets Lana as a manager.
Last one of those that happened WWE. I think it was
I remember
China?
one with China up in the
China.
It was China, and it was it was Tripp and
Owen Hart?
Owen Hart, yeah. It was WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania 14? Did that happen, or that happened the month after WrestleMania?
Oh, no. I'm thinking that's when China was handcuffed to Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, that was WrestleMania 14 with Sergeant Slaughter.
And they did.
But there was a match with China
cage.
up there in one of them too.
TNA had.
Well, it doesn't make sense because she doesn't interfere.
No, she did in Tripp's matches. China did.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about Lana doesn't interfere.
No, it doesn't make any sense. We were just shitting. We were just saying as far as bullshit reasons.
What else makes sense in this fucking feud?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, very predictable shit here. Cena retaining the U.S. title. I don't have a problem with that. Hopefully,
maybe we should start taking guesses who's going to be in the Open Challenge the Monday after the pay-per-view.
Might be a good guess. It's been great stuff so far. The last couple of weeks with Sami Zayn and Neville has been fucking awesome. God. So hopefully continue that hot streak, get some fresh matchups for John Cena, but hopefully get something going along with Rusev because he just needs to get out of this rut. I mean, you get stuck in these multi-month John Cena feuds and you just get stuck because there's just nowhere else to go. I mean, it's just if you're not advancing or you're not getting over in any form or fashion, then you need to get the fuck out of there, and that's what they need to do with Rusev. A young fucking upstart heel that is a super talented guy that I think can definitely have a bright future. So definitely need to get him on the straight and narrow and fucking away from this John Cena feud and continue the U.S. Open Challenge. Go for it, whatever.
I say Bray Wyatt.
I think that'd be cool. I mean, we haven't seen John Cena and Bray Wyatt in a year, so seen that before. But you have a lot of fresh stuff that you could definitely do with Cena. So hopefully see that continue with the past. But John Cena still your U.S. champion after that I Quit match.
Got something, Robert?
No. I got something to say.
The only thing I just wanted to say about this was, I feel like, just the weakest I Quit match. It was so soft. It was so soft.
The one with Cena and Miz was pretty bad too.
We forgot to mention the pyro.
Yeah, it was just.
No, we said the pyro. The one to FU.
Yeah, the FU and the pyro, and the pyro goes off.
It just was so soft. He just got. I mean, I guess they're trying to preserve their guys, make sure they don't get hurt. But man, for real, just the spots into the tables, they were padded, and there was a fence spot, and there was it just. God, it was just unneeded. Yeah. And the finishing spot was just unneeded.
That just proves that, in WWE, in modern, days, you don't need to be having an I Quit match. I mean, it's just, you're not going to pull it off the right way. Honestly, just like a Hell in a Cell. I mean, you're not going to pull it off the way that Hell in a Cell was back in the day, how Hell in a Cells were truly pulled off. Chamber's a different story, because I think you work around it well, but you have the thoughts of what you get in the Hell in a Cells that we remember and that we love, and you just don't get that any days. And it's just kind of the specialty type violent matches.
Plus,
you don't get it out of
no one gets over on John Cena.
Not an I Quit match. It's sure as hell not an I Quit match. Goddamn. So pretty weak dick shit there. And John Cena retaining. But again, hopefully you can see some great stuff. The U.S. Open Challenge is coming up. Next up, we had the... don't blink your eyes, but the... I almost said newly franchised Bellas. Talking about that. The Bella Twins. Inside joke there. Maybe not inside if you would check out that epic Q&A me and Ryan did. Going up against Naomi and Tamina Snuka. Mrs. Light Up Shoes, and I think Tamina is related to somebody. Goddamn,
Jey
I can't.
Uso, cousin.
Is it Jey Uso?
Yeah, she's related to the
It's gotta be
Usos
Jey
somehow.
Uso.
That's why her and Naomi together, because they're family. Family sticks together.
That's right.
Rikishi, and I guess is family with Jimmy Snuka.
Well, not anymore though.
Because Rikishi's dead. That's what Ryan says at least.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
Rikishi is alive.
I'm just saying. I'm just making sure.
Well, is the character alive or is the character dead?
You're being too technical, okay?
Hey,
The man's alive.
Scott Hall's dead, so I mean...
technically, is he? I don't
No,
know.
He should be dead.
He should be.
Razor Ramon's dead.
Numerous occasions he should have been dead. We had the Bellas and Naomi and Tamina Snuka. I don't really know why I covered this match because I literally don't remember jack shit. This was right after not giving a jack shit about the I Quit match and having some epic chicken wings tonight.
Oh, epic chicken
The
wings.
BJJ cooked again. Yeah, just the best in the world, when it comes to that. But yeah, this happened also. Naomi had her light up shoes. It was numerous different colors this evening. We had green, blue, yellow,
Orange.
Orangish, turning almost red. So that happened with the shoes.
Who should wear those shoes?
The Young Bucks. Give those motherfuckers to Nick and Matt and let them go on a super kick party with those motherfuckers. That'd be awesome. Tamina was there, and we had a very heartfelt promo from
there was
one
one.
of the worst actresses in the biz, Brie Bella.
There was
that
one
happened.
thing. Tamina picked up Brie and just dropped her.
I do remember that spot. What was the other spot? Oh, in the tag title match. Where Cesaro was going for that double underhook
and just
fucking thing and just like picked up Big E and just
Big E on
shit. Just threw him.
whatever, get out of there.
Just fuck it. That happened in the tag match there, so that was a pretty funny spot there. But yeah, this just whatever. I mean, it's your very typical Raw weekly fucking matchup. Naomi and Tamina
I
getting...
don't believe Naomi. I don't believe her.
You don't believe her.
I don't.
She's not a bad person. You're not believing.
I just don't believe she's a bad.
She's not.
People
a bad
can
person.
pretend. Naomi's just not a bad person. She's the person that gives you 24 cents when you're short on an ice cream cone at McDonald's.
That's pretty good because she didn't even give her a quarter. She gave you 2 dimes and 4 fucking pennies. That's impressive.
She searched.
That shows she cares.
She was like, "Oh, I could give you a quarter, but
I'm gonna give you the exact change, so you don't even have to take. You don't have to take the displeasure of taking that fucking penny.
Right.
So what are you saying? She's not a hard ass? Is that what you're saying?
I
That
just
is
don't
not
believe
what
her.
she's saying at all.
Oh.
I just don't believe her being a heel.
Yeah.
It's just not believable.
No. You've seen her be so joyful and this and that. Because when you
dactyls.
see the Bellas' faces, you're like, oh god, they could be great fucking asshole bitches, and they do that great because they're Nikki's a good natural. But as far as being somebody that you could see being a heel, Naomi is just you don't believe her. You just don't, and I absolutely agree with that.
She's heel?
She is somehow. So that Naomi and Tamina getting the win, and I have no fucking idea how. I think they did the black ass move or whatever.
What is that even called?
The jump ass into the jump ass move. The fucking.
No. She stuck her light up
Sweet ass music.
I mean, that's what it was.
The
Back that
Black
ass.
Forest ham.
Let's get real dark in here now.
I don't think that's it.
Ooh,
That's not it. She doesn't call it the Black Forest ham sandwich.
That's the name now for
Black
our show.
Forest. I don't know. It's the only
Let's
type
get
of
real
ham-
dark in
It's
here.
the only type of ham that I can think that has black in it, or in food. God damn it, we're racist. Robert, stop being so fucking racist. Jesus. This was in Baltimore.
Black Eyed
We need to
Peas.
Calm the fuck down. What? No. God, why? Fucking racist. God.
You were naming food and a black in it, so I was.
This pay-per-view was in
yeah.
Baltimore, so we need to shut the
So?
fuck up, okay? That's literally, it's only 10 hours away from here.
Barberson was closer.
That's true. That is very true. So Naomi and Tamina getting the win in that matchup there. And next matchup, God, you guys, if we do this shit in the next coming months, you're gonna shit. We're not giving it away yet. We're not. We had the new sensation, the man that gravity forgot, Neville, going up against King Bad News Wade Barrett.
Wow! That sounds fucking terrible. First of all, I haven't been here to tell you guys about Wade Barrett and about how somehow his gimmick that was getting over just magically wasn't anymore, according to WWE. So they had to make him the king of the ring. Why? Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why would
Why
they
not?
ever do that?
Why not?
Why would you take a gimmick away from somebody that was working?
Right.
Why would you make Damian Sandow a fucking idiot? Like,
He's Macho Man.
he was getting over when you changed his gimmick.
Yeah.
He was being a heel, and he was being a good one. Like, whatever. Anyway, this match was pretty cool. I know Neville just gets in there and flies around, does all kinds of spots, and doesn't speak. He's just like a superhero guy. I don't know. He's like trying to take the place of like what Rey Mysterio was. Like, eventually he'll speak. Like Ray never spoke.
No, he didn't.
Just a here and there, whatever. But he's over with the fans. He does cool flip moves. He does, deadlift German suplexes. He's an indie guy. Like, he's awesome. He does cool stuff. Wade Barrett did some stuff. He's a guy. But I mean, I think Neville being in there with anybody just doing stuff is cool. He just floats around and does stuff with anybody. But Wade Barrett looks good too. Like, he looks like, it just seems like they're just forcing stuff on him that's just not working. I think if he would have stuck with that bad news gimmick, he could have been a top heel. That gimmick worked, and it was funny and it was entertaining. I don't know. It was whatever. Hopefully they give it back to him whenever this King gimmick goes, because the King gimmick always dies.
Yep.
With, and then it's bullshit and everyone hates it while it's happening. But yeah, this was awesome. They had some cool spots and Neville doing all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, I think, was this a DQ?
Count out.
Yeah, so
For Neville,
yeah,
Barrett purposely got counted out.
Barrett was on his side. He got himself counted out, and Barrett came out after him and chased him around. And then Neville took some revenge on him and did the Red Arrow thing or whatever. And then he had his King stuff on, and he did Germaned him and broke his scepter. And I don't know. It looks like they're going to continue some stuff with these guys, which is cool. It's entertaining, but it is what it is. Should I tell them about what the possibility is?
No.
Gotta save it.
Gotta save it.
Gotta save it.
Gotta save it.
Could have
man.
some good stuff for you in the future. It's called I almost said brain shitting.
Yeah.
Brainstorming and just bullshitting during shows can produce some magic, ladies and gentlemen.
The crappier the show, the more we do this.
That's true.
Yeah. So look forward to some
Maybe this summer could
some
have some
pretty interesting and funny videos.
and you won't forget it. That was bad. I was trying to tease it by saying forget, because it's part of the gimmicky thing that we're.
Yeah.
Forget what
Get
they're
it?
talking about.
Get
They have no clue what they're
I'm
doing.
there. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm on it.
It's over. Move on. Done.
The ordinary sensation could be coming. Next match up, we had the Fatal 4-Way, the main event.
Elaborate on that.
We had what? No, there's no reason to.
No,
that's
the
called
main
a
event.
tease, Dick.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, event.
I will.
Elaborate.
Fuck, Jesus. God damn, let the man flow. Fatal 4-Way matchup for the WWE World Championship. And in this matchup, if Seth Rollins, the champion, lost his championship, said championship 7 times right there, Kane will be fired as the director of fucking everything in the history of the universe up. Because that's his new title. He's the director of getting in the way of everything that I want to see and we want to see, and just fuck you. Champion Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. And we had Kane out there, made his entrance for his match that he wasn't in. And we had J&J Security, obviously. As predicted with all of this situation and the stipulation added with Kane in here, we knew they would get involved. It was pretty fucking predictable that they get involved, J&J getting involved. It happens in every fucking Seth Rollins matchup these days. This was fun. We had, in my opinion, the spot of the night as far as, pretty cool moment and then comedic moment afterwards, which is this kind of Shield, reuniting there for a second with Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns doing the triple powerbomb to Randy through the announce table, and then doing, Rollins is all fucking jacked about it and everything. They're all celebrating, and he goes throws the fist in, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "That was pretty fucking cool." So I like that spot. That was some fun stuff. But yeah, I had a little, stare down with Ambrose and Reigns. The crowd was really into that. Definitely behind Ambrose in this matchup. yeah, just, pretty stock, as we said in the preview, modern day 4-way here. Randy got his, shit in, not Brian Cage style.
I knew you were going to say that as soon as you said Orton got his shit in. And I was just like, I was waiting to say, I was going to say Brian Cage.
He got his shit in Randy Orton style. And Roman Reigns, I got to give him his due. He looked good in this matchup. Produced some, quality spots in here.
What, his 3 moves he does?
Yeah, his 3 moves that he did. But, as we've talked about and as Ryan said in this matchup as well, he's a guy, putting him in there with the talent that's in here with a Randy, with an Ambrose, with the Rollins. You could have him in here and be a viable person in this main event. You have him in there by himself and have him carry something. Not the time for Roman Reigns right now. I don't care what people out there, I don't care what the fuck you want to say. He's not carrying anything in these days. He's a good person to go out there and make entertaining matches watching him get his ass kicked. Because that's what happened. It's what happened at WrestleMania. And, it's just what happens in good Roman Reigns matches because it's usually the other person pulling it out. But yeah, we had the fucking a lot of interference with JJ and Kane, and every time there was a great spot coming up, it's like, hey, I'm Kane, and I need to interrupt this because it's enjoyable. Just like every single Raw, anytime he gets on screen, it's like, oh, what else is on right now? Fuck. Yeah, and then the finish of this, just what the fuck? Rollins coming in and hitting the fucking pedigree on Randy to get the win, and it was god awful. We had Randy hit the pedigree on Rollins at Extreme Rules last month, and then Rollins hit the RKO on Randy because the RKO was banned, and then that whole thing was fucking retarded. But hitting the pedigree here to get the win. I'm kind of surprised that Randy actually got the pin here. They all were, gung-ho about Rollins not getting the pin on Randy. I don't know why the fuck not. I thought Ambrose quite possibly could aid the pin on this one, getting added into this 4-way with guys like Reigns, who you figured definitely wasn't going to get pinned or be the decision on the fall in the matchup, and Randy, who hasn't been looked like he was getting pinned either. I don't really know why, but Randy getting the pin after the pedigree, having Tripp come out and celebrate, yeah, good job, you nailed it really terribly. And celebrating with Rollins, and you had all this shit with Kane, and Kane holding on to the director of fucking everything up operations. So yeah, gonna continue that bullshit in the future. Please, just don't give me every single segment with fucking Kane and Rollins, and then Tripp coming out to play babysitter, and it just terrible. Hopefully we get fucking past that. Going on to Chamber up in a couple weeks here. But Rollins still the world champion here. Good stuff to see that. Hopefully continue that into the future. Kind of got a scary sign here. Ratings have been down on Raw. They're saying, pulling the trigger. I mean, it's all the champion's fault. Whatever generation you're in, whatever, era you're in wrestling, however your product is going, still revolves around whatever the champion is. Is that how my opinion is on it? How I think reflects on it? No. Do I think that's really how it was in general when any of the cases?
No, it's hard to sit through 3 hours of shitty writing.
It's hard to sit through 3 shitty-ass, drag-ass fucking hours of Raw. That's just the case. And the creative around everything, and seeing Kane in every single Seth Rollins fucking segment just drags everything down that involves him, and he's trying to make the best of it, and I think he's doing a great fucking job. And he earned that spot to get there, and he fucking damn sure deserves to be the WWE World Champion. And that is still what he is after Payback this evening.
Well, Reigns built Rollins and Ambrose.
JBL said.
That's what JBL said. There ain't nobody in this basement that feels that way at all. Just the Kane shit is getting really freaking old, really freaking quick here. It's like they're just shitting on Rollins because he's champion. And just that all being said about ratings being down because of the champion, whatever. I mean, I can't remember the last time I watched SmackDown, so I don't know what the hell's going on there. In Raw, I fast-forwarded it, except for the U.S. Challenge, and that's all I ever watch. Because it's like the same thing every time. Get Kane out of there, get J&J security out of there.
You got Big Show out of the way. You don't see Big Show?
Oh, he's supposed to be coming back soon.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I know.
Is that on Yahoo?
No, I see that on Wikipedia. So.
Oh, that's definitely wrong.
That's got to be for serious. For serious? That's not
for serious.
That's got to be spot on there.
Yeah, it's getting bad. They just need to regroup and leave Rollins the title and actually have him defend it instead of having all this shenanigans going on.
Right. I don't know. I feel like you can't. Why can't you have a bad guy? Why can't you have a bad guy, a heel that is just good?
Yeah.
Can't he just be good and just be good at winning? Why can't he just be good at winning? Like,
or be an equal equivalent to a face that wins the way a face does.
Why does why do you have to have? I guess so the fans cheer for the good guy.
Yep, it's 2015 wrestling.
Like it is 2015. Like, people know things. Like, it's not. I don't know. It also goes back to, I just feel like there's just too much politicking with the business. Like, the business aspect behind the scenes. I can't provide any knowledge for what actually happens. I've never been behind the scenes and I don't know what actually happens. But God, it's not, you don't have to be smart to like know that, like, if you look through all these matches, like, why does it matter if a guy gets over on another guy? Why does you have to have a count out? Why do you have to have all this interference and then have this weird finish? Why do you have to have, Bray Wyatt beat Ryback by pushing him into a corner post with no pad on it, and then getting the win that way? Why does Lana have to quit the match for Rusev? You're never gonna make anybody bigger if everyone's just right here. Like,
that's the idea.
Like, no one's gonna get here. Like, there's people that are gonna have to be here, like at the bottom. Like, if you have these guys, you just have to let people win. Like, okay, understand, John Cena's gimmick, for sure, whatever. He's not going to say I quit. But has Rusev beat John Cena at all?
He has it was at Fastlane, but it was like a shenanigans bullshit type thing. I think he passed out or whatever the fucking case may be. I think he was in the Accolade, just passed out. But no, not a clean victory.
Yeah, I mean, this main event had the makings for being a great main event.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, okay, if there's going to be one match on the show, I think it's going to be really good. This is going to be the match, and you want that match to be good. I think Backlash 2005-4, the one that had Edge, Orton, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels?
2007.
Okay, so I think, okay, you got these guys in here, it's a 4-way, just let them go out there and just let them do stuff. Like, they all can, obviously, okay, you got all these guys who can work or whatever, but you got Reigns who can provide in a multi-man match and just do things.
And I think one big thing and it's a good, example, that 4-way at Backlash 07 was fucking outstanding. But another thing, you had viable fucking heels that weren't bitches and didn't have to rely on fucking, you had an Edge and an Orton, I think, who was in there because it was Cena and Michaels that were, the faces in that. I mean,
it wasn't Triple H. It was...
Yeah, it was Edge and Randy at the time there. But yeah, just the fucking interference and this and that. And that's the thing, if you look at the build of a guy, you look at a build of a Rollins and how he just whooped ass all the way up until, that, and you say, okay, well, Kane helped him get the Money in the Bank and this and that, or whatever the case may be. But the solid build that he had to get to the World Championship, and then it's just, as soon as he gets that title, it's like, oh, it's just bitch mode, and then you just got to just put him in that fucking bitch. It's just every heel that I can fucking remember that was just an absolute fucking... The only one that I can remember that didn't get flipped into just a total bitch was probably...
Kurt Angle, you never got...
No, 09 Randy Orton. When he was just going around just punting people fucking great, 08, 09 or something like that. He still got the little fucking, cheapy ass fucking wins. But I remember even 07 going into...
Is that when he punted Cena's dad?
Around that time.
Yeah.
The 07 title run that he had after he got it at No Mercy, the one where he got awarded the title, and then he had that great matchup with Shawn at Survivor Series. He had a match with Hardy at Royal Rumble where he got a clean win. Had a match with Jericho at Armageddon of 07, got a clean win. I mean, just why? Why do you have to? Why can't they just be talented guys that just beat you because they're better? And that makes you pissed off and makes the face want to beat them more because they're so good that, they're an asshole and that's their character and that's who they are. They're better than you and they're going to treat you like that, but they're going to beat you because they're better than you.
Why can't the face of the WWE be a heel?
Yeah, why?
Why does he have to be Roman
Reigns?
Reigns?
Because it's 2015 and there's kids and...
No, it's 2015 and everybody knows shit.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins as a heel still gets cheered.
Yeah.
Ambrose.
Yeah,
if Ambrose was a heel, he'd be cheered.
Yeah, Ambrose.
Bray Wyatt gets cheered.
I would say Ambrose and Randy had probably the biggest pop, but I mean Rollins had a great pop too when he came out too because they enjoy to watch. It's just like the Joker. People like the Joker because he's fucking badass and he gets over on people because he's fucking smarter and he's better and he doesn't bitch out. He just does it his own way. That's fucking awesome, and people like that because they're not because he's a fucking bitch, not because he's like hiding behind shit. Yeah, he uses people to his advantage, but at the end of the day, he outsmarts them because of what he's doing. He doesn't just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit out on the side here and let fucking Joey Mercury and him and Kane do his random ass bullshit, which is nonsensical as all get out. Just why? I don't understand the booking either, and I've thought that for a very long time. Why can't they just beat you because they're better? Faces do it. Faces beat you because they're better. Why can't heels do it because they're better? He's just the most talented guy.
I guess it's just the mechanic of how the business is.
Bad guys can't
want to run it that way.
And it's not wanting. It's just like he said. It's not wanting one person to get over on another. You can't have the evil guy be better than that good guy, because that doesn't happen ever in life. Jesus, we could go on and on for days about that shit. But Rollins, at the end of the day, still your WWE World Champion. We had fun. We had a lot of fun this evening. It was a lot of fun. Good stuff.
We make the pay-per-view good.
We make the pay-per-view
Well, I mean, also the food.
Make the
chicken
night
wings
good.
and the
That's
fries
true.
were good.
Gotta give the props to Beat Eddie J for
yeah.
sure. But we had an
always.
enjoyable night. It was a lot of fun. Seth Rollins ending the night, still your WWE World Champion. Coming up in 2 weeks, gonna be firing out here hot. Elimination Chamber. I probably won't be on for a review of the NXT show this Wednesday. I kind of want to watch the finale Survivor more, a little bit more. Do want to see Owens and Sami Zayn for sure, but we'll probably definitely be watching that on Thursday. If I feel compelled, I might do a review of it on Thursday. We had like 150 fucking views on the last one, so probably not. But yeah, that's just the case. But we'll be definitely, if we don't throw it, we might throw a topics video out maybe next weekend. If Quaddy or somebody, whoever the fuck watches it, we might do something on it this coming weekend. But look for the preview for Chamber coming up in 2 weeks, coming up soon. We'll have a lot of interesting stuff to say about that for sure. With a lot of interesting matches happening with the Tag Chamber and the vacated IC title being decided in the Chamber. So should be some good stuff there coming up in 2 weeks at Elimination Chamber. This is now wrap up for WWE Payback 2015 review from my partners Robert and Ryan. I am J-Man, and thank you for watching another edition of Wrestling Pulse, the Pulse of professional wrestling world.